Namaste. Thank you for joining with Grace and Joy Yoga. I'm Jessica Eve. Today I'd like to share a vinyasa practice with you. We're going to be working through what we might call chromatic vinyasa or a ladder sequence, where we add a posture after each previous movement, working through the Surya Namaskara A's. We're going to work through 11 sequences today, or 11 vinyasas, after we get started warming up a little bit with some sun salutes and some basic sun salutations. So we'll go ahead and just close our eyes here and start to draw awareness into the seat, bringing the sit bones down into the earth, drawing the navel into the spine, lightly squeezing the ribs, and just taking a few moments to observe this difference, this engagement here in what we call our Mula Bandha, pelvic rectum navel point. Begin to bring awareness up through the navel, drawing it up, and continuing to move this awareness all the way up into the throat, lightly tucking the chin, but elongating the crown of the head. So we're arriving at a really long neutral spine. Draw the hands into the heart here. Press firmly between each of the hands, especially at the pinkies and the thumbs. Draw the elbows out away from each other. And again, keep those shoulders not just away from the ears, but stacked up onto the hips. Come into the intention for the practice. Bring some awareness into this, again, neutral, long vertical line you've created. We're just going to take a few moments to get warmed up. Coming again with the hands onto the knees, and taking just a few little cat-cows into the spine. Inhaling up through the sternum, letting the shoulders release from the ears. Exhaling, initiating the movement with the tailbone, drawing the navel in, and spreading the shoulder blades. Just take one more like that. And exhaling. As we inhale, arrive neutral. Exhale, just take that right arm to the back, coming into a mild twist. Inhale, looking center. Exhale, coming back neutral. Inhale, rising up through the crown. Exhale, taking the left hand behind and just coming into a nice mild twist. Coming out of it safely and arriving back into a neutral position. Just bowing down, feeling heavy through the seat, extending the arms out. Staying up onto the tips of the fingers so we keep the arms nice and active. And just breathe here through the back of the heart space. Finding some extension and some length through the spine. Again, by anchoring through those sit bones. Bring the hands behind you, fingers facing forward. Press down evenly through the palms. Bend the elbows, but don't pinch the shoulder blades. Lift up through the sternum. Press down with the knees. And gently bring the bum down. Draw the knees into the chest. And just come into Navasana. So lots of different options, including keeping the feet down or extending all the way up. Just holding here for a few breaths, finding again the shoulders relaxed and the sternum lifted. Softening the face and the brow, and slowly release. Go ahead and just cross the legs and arrive into a standing position. We're going to come right into our vinyasas. So coming to the top of your mat, bringing the toes slightly closer than the heels, rooting through the heels and the back of the feet, drawing the knees up into the hips, coming in first to Samastiti. We're going to get right into some movement, coming first into what we call sun salute. So taking the hands at the heart. Inhale, rising up, heels rooted, heart lifted. Exhale, hinging at the hips, leading with the heart, softening the gaze and the belly. Inhale, lengthen, extend through the crown, bring the shoulders back. And then exhale, full fold again, releasing. Inhale, bring the arms out to the side, root down with the heels, rise up with the heart, and exhale, come into the center. We're going to take that again, this time just coming into full Surya Namaskara A's. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, taking it nice and slow, again, hinging at the hips, leading with the heart. Soften the abdominals as you look towards them. Inhale, lengthen through the crown, bring the shoulders into the sockets. Exhale, this time plant the hands, bend the knees, step back to plank, and take it knees chest and chin. Inhale, dropping the hips, rising the heart, keeping it soft and subtle. Exhale, coming through all fours, tucking the toes, and coming back into downward dog, nice and easy. Inhale, rise up to the tips of the toes. Exhale, bring the right leg forward, left leg to join. Inhale, lengthen, draw the belly hollow. Exhale, release, relax the abdominals, look towards the navel. And inhale, rise up. We're going to flow right back down. Exhale, into Uttanasana. Looking towards the navel. Inhale, lengthening, again hollowing out the belly. Exhale, stepping back to plank, this time taking it down safely into Chaturanga if it's in your practice. Inhale, rising it up. Exhale, returning through downward facing dog. Looking here towards the navel and drawing the navel in towards the spine and squeezing the ribs, lengthening through the lumbar. Inhale, rise high to the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, walk or jump forward. Inhale, lengthening upon arrival, hollowing out the belly. Exhale, dart the heels out, releasing back into Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up. Again, chromatically building off of this one. Exhale, full fold into Uttanasana, taking a jump back into Chaturanga if it's in your practice. Inhale, lengthening through the crown. Exhale, bend the knees, jump it back and down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, returning through downward facing dog. Feeling the heels inching towards the earth and the tailbone rising up to the sky. Find length in the back of the legs here. Draw the navel in, squeeze the ribs. Next, inhale, rise high to the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, walk or jump forward. Lengthen when you arrive. Exhale, full fold, gently pressing the hips forward, relaxing the abdominals. Inhale, rise it up, rooting through the heels, lifting through the heart. And exhale into center. Let's release down into Samastiti. And we're going to move now into our chromatic vinyasa sequencing. So at any time, if you feel you would rather hold a dog or just repeat what we just did, you can do that to just maintain a practice that meets your levels and your needs for today. Let's take the hands into the heart. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, walk or jump back and down. Rise it up. Bring it into dog. And let's kick that right leg up and away. And bring the knee into the nose, coming into plank. Again, center line, high and tight to the chest. Again, and into the nose. Return through downward facing dog, and take it to the other side. Lift that left leg up and away. Bring the knee to the nose, arriving into plank. Take it back. Bring it in. Last one. Good, let's take it back into downward facing dog. Inhale, rise high to the toes, keep the hips back. Exhale, bend the knees, walk or jump forward. Lengthen when you arrive. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, rise up, and we're going to flow right back down, folding forward. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, rising up to Urdhva Mukha. Draw the hips forward, shoulders down and back. Exhale, coming into downward facing dog. Inhale, swoop that right leg up and away. Exhale, knee to the nose. Repeating 3 times total. This time, step that right foot just right of center line and come down into low lunge. Draw the arms up as you inhale, open up through the sternum. Exhale, release, frame the foot, tuck the back toe, lift the knee, step back into 3-legged dog. Bring it down. Let's take it to the left side. Inhale, up and away. Exhale, knee to the nose. Repeating a total of 3 times. This time, bring that foot left of center line, coming down into low lunge, rising up, lifting through the sternum, keeping the hips heavy. Exhale, framing the foot,
tucking the toe, lifting the back knee, and stepping back into three-legged dog. Coming back to dog. Inhale, rise high to the tips of the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, keep the hips back, jump forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold right back down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, jump or walk back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, rising. Exhale, returning through dog. Same. Lift that right leg up. Bring it in. And repeat. Step it to lunge. Rise it up. Open the arms, frame the foot. Tuck the back toe, lift it, and return it to three-legged dog. This time, bend the left knee, bend the right knee, and try to stack them. Kick that right leg back up, bring it back down. And one more time. Bring the foot down. Let's take it to the left side. Kick that left leg up and away. Knee to the nose. Stepping back. And again, coming now into lunge. Drop the knee, lift the heart. Open up. Frame the foot, tuck the back foot, lift the knee, and come into three-legged dog. Knee to knee, and up. Knee to knee, lowering the knees as much as you can, and straightening the legs last time. Coming back into dog. And on the next inhale, rise up. Exhale, bend the knees, keep the hips back, arrive at the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, releasing. Inhale, rising up. And coming right back down, hinging at the hips as you exhale into Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen, draw the head forward, shoulders back. Exhale, bend the knees, walk or jump back to Chaturanga, take it down. Inhale, rise it up, shoulders down and away, hips inching forward. Exhale, returning here in through downward facing dog. Same. Take that right leg lifted up and away. Bring the knee into the nose. And repeat. Come through lunge. And rise up. Bring it down. Lift that back foot and bring it back into three-legged dog. Knee to knee. And return through to downward facing dog. Now we're going to spill our weight into plank. Drop the heels to the right side. Lift that left arm up towards the ceiling. As we bring it down, we come to the forearm. Come onto forearm, side plank. Hips are high and forward. As we come back down, we come through cobra. Drop the hips and lift the heart. Exhale. Bring the head down, move the hands down, push back up to plank, and then come back into downward facing dog. Let's take it to the left side, up and away, and into the nose. Up and away, and into the nose, and again, coming into lunge, rising it up, framing the foot, lifting that back leg, and stepping back into downward facing dog, three legs. Knee to knee. Knee to knee, bring that knee down as low as we can. Coming back through dog. Spill the weight into plank. This time dropping the heels to the left side. Rising up, hips high and forward. As we exhale, we come down to the forearm. Again, pushing hips forward and up. As we come down, we come through cobra, releasing any tension in the back, lifting through the sternum. Exhale, bring the head down, side the hands, push to plank, and extend to dog. Inhale, rise high to the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, walk or jump forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. And inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold right back down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Ardha Mukha. Take that right leg up and away. Bring it into the nose. and again. Coming into lunge. Rising it up, hips forward, heart lifts. Open up through the shoulders, frame the foot, tuck the toe, and come back into three-legged dog. Knee to knee. Bring the foot down. Roll into plank, drop it to the right side. Rise that left arm up, looking to the ceiling. Exhale, come to the forearm, and come into forearm side plank. Coming back through cobra. And exhale, release. Take the hands behind the body. Inhale, lengthening through the elbows. Exhale, lifting up through the heart. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes, push through plank, and come into dog. Take one nice breath here. Inhale, high to the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, walk or jump forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up. We're going to take it now into the other side. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, rising. Exhale, returning through dog. Take that left leg, lift it up and away. Knee into the nose. Again. Last time. Arriving into low lunge. Hips are forward, heart rises. Open up, frame the foot. Come back into three-legged dog and match knee to knee. Spill into plank. This time drop the heels to the left side. Rise the right arm up. Exhale, come down to the forearm and take it to forearm side plank. Coming back through cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, clasping the palms. Exhale, lifting the belly. Release. Tuck the toes, push up into plank, and extend into downward facing dog. Inhale, rise high. Exhale, walk or jump forward. Inhale, lengthening, and exhale, releasing. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, folding right back down. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, returning to downward facing dog. Take that leg up and away. You know what to do. Step it to lunge. Open the heart. Frame the foot. Return to three-legged. Knee to knee. Roll to plank. Coming through to cobra. Clasping the hands. And coming up to all fours. Then to the knees, swooping right arm forward and back, forward and back. This time forward and around. Forward and around and forward and around. Come back, arriving in downward facing dog. Take that left leg, bring it back. Step it into lunge. Open the heart space. Frame the foot. Kick it back into three-legged dog and pair the knees. Spill it into plank. Hips high and forward. Forearms, same. Come through cobra, hips down, heart lifts. Exhale, keep the palms together when you arrive here, inhaling. Exhale, come through to all fours, and then just up to the knees. Sweep the left arm in a diagonal. And slowly up and back. Up and back. And up and back. Gently come back through all fours. Tuck the toes and return through downward facing dog. And on the next inhale, rise high to the toes. Keep the hips back, bend the knees. Exhale, walk or jump forward. Inhale, lengthening when you arrive. Exhaling, full fold, let the head hang. Hips come forward. Inhale, rise it up. We're going to flow right back down. Folding forward. Inhale, lengthening, extending through the crown. Exhale, maybe stepping back directly to dog or taking another vinyasa. Rising it up. And exhale, returning through downward facing dog. We know what to do. Same. Right leg rises up. Coming in. Coming down to lunge. Opening up the heart, releasing the hips. Stepping back into three-legged dog. And coming into dancer bends. Spilling into plank, dropping the heels to the right side, lifting that left arm up. Coming down to the forearm, keeping again the hips high and forward. Coming into cobra, dropping the hips and lifting the heart. Coming down gently, inhale, releasing the hands. Exhale, lifting the chest. Again, releasing, pushing up to all fours. And then coming up to the knees. Starting to take that right arm and just gently rocking it, creating some motion and movement into the shoulder. Bring it up and back, and up and back. And again, up and back. Coming back to all fours. Tucking the toes and we're walking the hands back, arriving here into Malasana. Finding a little bit of space and stillness here. And then walking the hands back, arriving back into downward facing dog. Inhale, rise high. Maybe the feet are wider than normal, that's okay. Bend the knees, walk or jump to the front of the mat. Lengthen when you arrive, exhale, release. Inhale, rise up, and we're coming into the other side. Folding down. Lengthening. Releasing. Rising up, and returning through dog. Left side, up and away. Coming into a lunge, opening the hips and releasing the heart. Stepping back and bringing knees to knees. Bringing it down, spilling into plank. Dropping the heels to the left side, bringing that right arm up with the hips. Coming down to the forearm. And coming into cobra. Releasing here. Extending the hands behind, palms together, elbows straight. Releasing. Coming to all fours, and then just to the knees. Arriving here, moving that left arm. Creating space and movement here, and then taking it up and back. Up and back. And again, up and back. Arriving gently back to all fours, tucking the toes, bringing the bum down, walking the hands, and arriving again in Malasana. Walking the hands back into downward facing dog. Arriving here, looking towards the navel. Inhale high to the tips of the toes. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk or jump forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up, coming right back into Uttanasana. Exhale. Just a few more vinyasas to go. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, maybe stepping right back to dog or taking Chaturanga Dhanasana. Inhaling up and exhaling, returning to dog. Kick it up and away and in and back. Coming into low lunge. Rising up with the heart, heavy in the hips. Stepping back. Knee to knee. Bring it down, spill it into plank. Right side. Coming down. Dropping the hips, lowering the heart. Lifting up through the sternum and the feet. And releasing. Coming to all fours, rising up to the knees, just taking it down and back. Coming back to all fours, tucking the toe, bringing the weight back into Malasana. From here, gently widening the stance, lifting the hips, threading right hand under the right thigh. Taking the left arm, wrapping it around, taking the left wrist into the right hand. Shifting the weight into the left foot, walk that right foot under, center line. And as you exhale, draw the belly in, squeeze the ribs, and come standing. Turn the gaze to the left, and straighten the leg if you can. Come back how you started. Walking the hands back into dog. Inhale high. Exhale. Walk or jump forward. Lengthen. Release. And rise up. Exhale, back down, taking it to the other side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, returning. Up and away, and into the nose. Again. Coming into low lunge. Lifting through the heart, opening through the hips. Coming back, and rising up. Down, down. Bring it back through to dog and spill into plank. Take it to the left side, arms up. Bring it back through the forearm, high hips. Into cobra, lowering the hips, releasing the body. Extending the arms, opening the shoulders, and lifting. Coming back to all fours, up to the knees. Just taking one time here with Ustrasana, camel pose. Coming back, tucking the toes, walking the body back into Malasana. Taking a grounding breath here. And we're going to take it now into that bird of paradise pose. So just lifting the hips a little bit. And this time threading that left arm under the left leg, reaching around, grabbing that right wrist, and starting to bring the weight on top of the right leg. Draw that left leg in, and as you exhale, draw the navel in, squeeze the ribs, and come into a standing posture. Once you're here, turn the head to the right side and straighten the legs if it's in your practice for today. Gently bring the foot back down where you started. Releasing the hands and walking back into downward facing dog. Coming now into our final step on the ladder. Inhale, rising to the toes. Exhale, bending the knees, keeping the hips back, jumping forward, lengthening on the inhale, and releasing. Rising back up. Last time for this side, folding forward. Inhale, lengthening, drawing the crown forward, shoulders back. Exhale, maybe step back to dog or take another vinyasa, rising it up and coming back into downward facing dog. Taking that right leg, lifting it up and away, knee to the nose. Extending. Coming into lunge. Stepping back to dog and bringing knees to knees. Spilling into plank, coming to the right side, lifting the hips with the hand, coming to the forearm, into cobra, and down. Releasing the hands and arriving onto all fours. Coming up to the knees, bringing that right arm up, over and back. Coming back to all fours, tucking the toes, pushing back to the heels. Lifting the hips, threading right arm under, left arm around. Walk that foot and the weight over to the left side. Press down with the heel, rise up with the heart. Bringing it down gently. Releasing. Letting the head hang, hooking 2 peace fingers into both big toes and drawing the crown of the head gently towards the floor. Inhale, straightening the elbows, straightening the back. Drawing the crown forward, and exhaling, releasing again. Last time, 3's a magic number. Inhale, lengthening, crown comes forward, belly hollowing in. Exhale, softening abdominals, head releases. Elbows out to the side. Gently walk the hands back to downward facing dog. Press the hips down, heels down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bend the knees, walk or jump forward. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, rise up. Coming down for our last one. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, returning through dog. Up and away. Into lunge. Step it back. Knee to knee. Spill into plank. Come to the side. Down to the forearm. And now to cobra. Release. Clasp the hands. Lift back up. Exhale. Come to all fours and arrive just at the knees. Take that left arm up and around and down. Push the hips forward. Lift the body. Plant the hands and tuck the toes. Push back into Malasana. Taking a breath here. Lifting the hips, threading left hand through, and grabbing the right wrist. Bringing the foot and the weight on top of that right leg, pressing down with the heel, and rising up with the body. Bringing it down gently, releasing the hands. 2 peace fingers into the big toes, elbows out, head releases as you exhale. Inhale, lengthen, straighten through the elbows, straighten through the back. And exhale. Last time, inhale to lengthen, exhale to release. Walk the hands back into downward facing dog. Heels down, hips back. Inhale, high to the tips of the toes, bend the knees, walk or jump forward. Lengthen when you arrive. Exhale, release, hips are forward. Inhale upon arrival. Exhale, full fold, hips forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands into the heart space. And come into Samastiti, tucking the chin and closing the eyes. Take a few breaths here. So now you have some choices to either move into some seating postures or perhaps just taking a nice rest into Shavasana. Hopefully you enjoyed this ladder vinyasa. Thanks for joining. Thanks so much for watching today. If you enjoyed these videos, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel.